What's going on, guys? Welcome back to 100% Chelsea. Malmo 1, Chelsea 0 was the final score.
Chelsea
out of 3. Let's do that again. Sorry, yeah. It's live. Against it again. It felt like 1-0. It was rubbish. Malmo 1,
Chelsea
2. Boring, lethargic. We got the job done in Sweden,
but we've still left it with so much to do at Stamford Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Disappointed.
I don't know what to say. I really don't. I mean, obviously, this is a soap review, so if you guys leave your comments in the live comment section on the right-hand side, well, it's on the right-hand side of us, but if you leave your comments over there, we can have a discussion, we can dissect it more, but we'll go through the lineup again first. We did the lineup announcement. Kepa in goal. Emerson at left back, Aspilicueta at right back, Luiz and Christian at centre half, Jorginho starting, Kovacic, Barkley, Willian, Pedro, and Giroud as a front three.
Mm-hmm.
Substitutions: Kante and Hazard.
Can I make a point as well? Kante and Hazard after about 65 minutes. 20 minutes into the second half of a game, you're 2-0 up, or what was 2-0 after about 50 minutes on it, something like that.
Game should have been done and dusted. The game should have been done and dusted, and they shouldn't have had to come on.
No, well, the game really was done and dusted.
Yeah.
We fell asleep.
It's stupid individual mistakes. They nearly scored towards the end of a terrible Barkley pass, wherever it was. The goal itself was poor from Christensen for me.
To think we're 2-0 up, and now it looks like we were lucky to have even not lost at some point with the way we played.
There's not really a lot to talk about. I mean,
I think it's just a lot of anger and disappointment to talk about.
Can I be honest? I'm now leaning more towards the Sarri outside than.
You see, for me,
anything else.
For me, I'm leaning.
Yeah. That's what I am.
Yeah. Like for me, I get what you mean. It's more and more you're starting to lean away from Sarri because of like the ineptitude of either who he picks or what tactics he chooses. I don't blame you. I mean, I'm still Sarri in, but bits of it are being chipped away after each match, and it's another example.
What he brought one. The biggest thing for me, Hudson-Odoi. There's someone who said to me he's being punished. Yeah. He's being punished.
I hate this whole being punished.
It's bollocks.
The reason Hudson-Odoi wants out of the club is because we're not playing him. So what do we do when we end up keeping him on? We don't play him, and now we're doing it deliberately, and that pisses me off.
What pisses me off more is the fact that Sarri, we've seen, is so quick to be honest and jump down players' throats not playing well, jump to the criticism of the owner, of Abramovich, when he's not in contact with him. But what was it, a day after they closed the transfer window, he was saying good things about Hudson-Odoi and about his part of the squad or something, and he's still not playing him.
Yeah, mate.
It pisses me off.
Oh yeah, before we carry on, one thing we do want to say is Scott's just become a dad. So yeah, congratulations, little baby Cody. And congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah, obviously we should have really said that at the top of the stream. I completely forgot. This was. We found out midway through the first half.
I think Scott's pretty much forgotten that he's a new.
No, it was when we watched Arsenal.
Was it when we were watching Arsenal? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just after that, like I said, was sent off.
Yeah. I mean, Scott's now dad. But I mean, speaking of youngsters, obviously, I think that's what really brought it to mind.
Great segue.
Yeah. That's right. Hudson-Odoi, really, the people are saying he's being punished for his discrediting the club and stuff like that. Where's he discredited the club?
All he's done is
he's
asked to play football.
Yeah. He wants to further himself. And seeing what Jadon Sancho's done, what Reece Nelson's doing right now, I don't blame him. I mean, it's beyond me. It really is.
I don't blame him. People are here calling Hudson-Odoi a snake for the way he's acted. I feel for a youngster, he's acted. He's acted the way most youngsters do act in these sort of situations.
Well, he wants to further himself.
Yeah,
he wants to be better.
He wants to further himself. People say his head's been turned by Bayern Munich. Yeah, it has probably been turned. The reason it's been turned is because they're offering him football.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's just as simple as that.
Well, that's the nature of the beast, unfortunately. It's kind of a case of you really look at it, and I don't blame him at all. He came on today, did his job, did what he needed to do, and that was that. Not much else you can say about him. But the reality stands that it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough from our club. And look, I'm honest as ego. So Timothy Cho says the defence was cut way too easy. We haven't even spoken about that yet.
This is my point that I've been saying when I say that for me, Christensen's not at the level. Not in terms of He can get there. For me, he's young enough that he can.
I think he can.
But for the money that we could get for him, that Barcelona and others have rumoured to be interested in for, take it. But the only problem with that is then I don't trust our board to put any money in a good enough place.
Again, this is it.
It's more problems that we talk about.
I mean,
week on week.
The nature of the beast stands in this light. Right now, I do not trust the Chelsea board. I do not trust Mauricio Sarri, and I do not trust the players as it stands.
It's at a point where basically it's like most football clubs are a trinity, basically, in terms of you got the players, you got the manager, you got the board, and we're at a very rotten point in our club because we're at a point where
this is the last days of run.
Yeah, we're at a point where all three parts of the elements of the trinity have alienated the fans, and this is an awful situation to be in. And people are going to say, "Oh, we're overreacting," especially because of the Chelsea of old. But this isn't the Chelsea of old anymore. This is the Chelsea of the present day, and it's bloody shambles.
Well, this is. I mean, to be honest, we there's stuff that needs to change. I think it's the mentality. It's mainly a mentality thing. That's the biggest thing. And look, like I said, I'm not sorry. And if I was, I'd be making a point to address it correctly rather than in a live stream. I'd make a point to address it and actually have a dark conversation about it. But I feel like we need to dissect that point a bit more because his stubbornness is now costing us better ties. You look at how Chelsea have played under previous managers. Chelsea, I was saying the other day, Chelsea don't have an identity. Chelsea do have an identity. The more I thought about it, it's pragmatic, efficient football. That is Chelsea Football Club. And I understand what he's trying to say, that he's trying to change the system, he's trying to do this, he's trying to do that. He's not got the backing of the board, he's not got the backing of the players. He can't do that. He's not the right fit. It's no good trying to spit square pegs into round holes. Look, like I said, I'm all for. I want him to succeed. I'm all for an overhaul, but he's not going to get back by the ball. Yeah. So what's the point of even trying to sit there and go, let's do it?
It's basically a sort of situation where you're leaning towards the manager going, but not necessarily because of the manager, but because of other elements that we know the manager can't influence.
For me, it's a little bit different in terms of this game reaffirmed me wanting him out or pushed me firmly into that camp just because I'm all for a change in how we run in terms of we need to keep managers for longer. However, for me, it needs to be the right person in charge to build that.
Yeah.
And Sarri's system does that for me. The system is correct, but the person implementing it is not. In terms of the stubbornness, for one, the lack of youth, for two, the fact that I saw this mentioned a while ago. I think I'll see it again, whatever. Is that Sarri's never played anything different wherever he's been at. So we've got nothing to change to because of whatever he changes to is going to be completely new for him. So we're asking someone to adapt and change and someone to build on.
Someone who's never done that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just there's so much that is going wrong that needs to be addressed. And look, like I was saying, I'm a man who likes results. We got a result tonight.
Yeah.
2-1. I think that's something we need to talk about because it's not, we got that result.
I mean, we did. Yeah. As much as we're bickering, as much as we're pissed off, we did actually win.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't feel like it for us, but we did get a win. I agree. I
mean, so I'm watching it. Obviously, we were watching it on BT Sport because we couldn't afford to go to Sweden. I mean, having seen someone put on Twitter for a double amaretto and Coke, double vodka Coke, and an orange juice, it was 58 quid. As students, definitely out of the question.
Yeah.
But just looking at the shape of this team, there's opportunities. People can sit there and say, Sarri ball's not there, it's not working. There was basic passes and basic movements.
Yeah.
Which you see, you go, that makes sense. But the players didn't want to do it. Yeah. It was always move the ball out to the wing, keep recycling the ball. I understand that's Sarri ball, as everyone wants to put it.
And then it's simple stuff like we're seeing Giroud and I believe it was Azpilicueta struggling to make simple 1-2s at some point. And it's just like, how can we implement Sarri ball if we can't literally do the fundamentals of football?
Yeah, no, but this is it. And I mean, people can say it's down to the squad players. The squad players aren't good enough. These are professional footballers that have won trophies, that have shown their quality.
Yeah.
It's the implementation which isn't the right thing. It's like I said, it's the execution, and the execution is not. It's not right. If we lose to Man United in a considerable manner, I'm talking get absolutely dicked, which I can really see happening. Because quite frankly, even though it's at home, people are saying you're winning all against all these other teams at home. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's great,
but it's not convincing.
No.
But it's like home field advantage. There's only so far it can take you.
Exactly. It didn't help City against Palace.
Didn't help Bayern Munich in the Champions League final.
No, it didn't.
Our only saving grace for me in that final is they might be without Lingard and Martial. That's the only saving grace I see, personally.
That's not even a saving grace, in my opinion.
Oh, you're on about for Monday?
Yeah. And the only reason I say
Sanchez and Lukaku are second choice.
Yeah, but did you see Sanchez the other night?
Oh,
if he turns up, this is what people don't really. He turned up against Arsenal. What's going to stop him turning up against us in the FA Cup? Don't write people off. This is ignorance is bliss.
It's a thing that we like to do.
Yeah,
we like to write people off. We even tried to write off Lionel fucking Messi.
No,
wait, what?
As in like people coming with the whole he's never scored against Chelsea. Yeah. Then look what he did to our club last season.
People were on off Malmo before tonight. They only scored 3 fucking goals. Sorry, I know I should be swearing, but look,
it's brought out the worst in us tonight, lads. So
it's true. No, the worst was Man City. That was. This is people are saying. I think the biggest thing is we wanted to see a reaction. That's not a reaction. It's not.
That's not a reaction. That's just going out doing a job. That's not showing that you want to avenge what's happened.
No.
And people were going to say, we can do the avenging against Man United or do the avenge
in the final. Games.
Yeah. But it's like, we need to avenge this, and we need to, like, in a way, we need to permanently avenge it. In terms of, we need to keep on maintaining the consistency. We need to be getting these great results all the time, and we need to actually be doing it convincingly.
Look. 2 seconds. It's the space, and then Willian here. God, that Giroud goal was fortunate, wasn't it? Sorry, I know he scored. Giroud's getting into great spaces here, but he's not. Why is Willian putting it there? 9 times out of 10, that wouldn't work. Yes,
9
it
times
works.
out of 10, the keeper collects that. If Giroud's not there, the keeper collects that. Or the defender gets it clear.
It's not. He needs to adapt. Like I always say, it's adapt or die. He's failing to do that. You fail to adapt, you die. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. And the fact that he keeps failing to do it, he's so stubborn. I do not care. Like I said, do not try and fit square pegs in round holes. If he is here for the long term, the board need to say it. And hope, God forbid, they don't. It doesn't sound like a vote of confidence.
Yeah. Oh, God.
If it sounds like a vote of confidence, that's it. Game over.
If it sounds like a vote of confidence, he's gone within 2 weeks of that vote of confidence.
The nature remains. Some guys put their Italians are stubborn. It's too fucking right. Yeah, we are. Prime example. But it's a case of look. People are saying bring in Lampard, bring in Zidane, bring in Laurent Blanc. There's no point bringing in a manager unless stuff changes.
I've even heard people saying get Zola in to do a temporary job.
That Watford and West Ham.
And Birmingham. But yeah, it's like Gianfranco Zola. Yeah, he is a club legend. Yes, he is so as assistant manager. But are you really going to tell me, get Gianfranco Zola and he's going to do a shift for the club?
Zola is a great coach.
Yeah.
He's not a manager.
He's not a manager. No.
He's too nice. And that's not a bad thing. Being nice is not a bad thing. But
when you're a manager, you need to have that slice of ruthlessness in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to be able to separate how you get on with people versus how you manage.
It's the same shit over and over and over.
Yeah, that's the state of how it's going for us.
The Malmo's goals just come up in front of us. There's no backline. No. Everyone's all over the place.
You've got Christensen dropped as the deepest defender and he should be pressing. You've got Kovacic then ends up being the furthest player back because Luiz and Davor drop in. He's so poor.
I just can't be bothered anymore. It's really one of those where the nature of the beast dictates. If I was in the position that Chelsea were, I probably would have sacked him on Sunday. I would have done. And it's not knee jerk. It's over the course of the season. There's not been a change. There's not been any dynamism. Yeah, that's the word. I can't speak. Dynamism to the nature of how Sarri plays his football. There's been no change. There's been no switching. People saying he shouldn't have to switch. It's his system. No. It works. Blah blah blah. Yeah, the system might work, but he currently doesn't have the players to do it. Good managers find with the players they've got a way to play. They adapt. Guardiola being a prime example of a manager who adapts. Jordan, don't die. I need you for the stream. The case in point, as much as I call Guardiola a fraud, I have come to my senses. I don't think he is really. Let's be honest now. He had in his first season at City. Yeah, they weren't great.
But the poor results at times.
Yeah, but you could still see there was a shape to it.
You can still see that Guardiola was implementing something. I mean, something that in the long run would work.
Yeah, I mean, look, Ian's here. Craig O28, the boy, mate, got quite a few views today. Big up, Ian. Conte made Moses adapt. Conte adapted. As much as people may say they hate him, blah blah blah. People saying, "Oh, sufferable, all this shit. Oh, I want to see nice football." I want to see this. If you want to be entertained, get yourself a fucking Netflix subscription. Football, if you want to be entertained and lose 5-0 every week, go and do that somewhere else. I want my club to win. I want us to do things. I'm all for a period where we kind of just focus and you go, look, we are going through a rebuilding, we are restructuring. You still need to compete. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But the nature of the beast dictates, again, and I keep saying nature of the beast dictates, you still need to get results. This is the Premier League.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not playing in a league where we can afford to have off days. It's not like we're playing in, say, I'm just going to use, for example, say the Ligue 1, where there is pretty much one team. I know Monaco did it, but look where they are.
Yeah.
Where there's pretty much one team, the rest are competing for the rest of, I think it's top 3 or whatever, it's the Champions League. If we're in a league like that, fair enough, you can have that period of adaptation and drop a little bit. We're not in a position, we're not in a league where we can afford to do that. I mean, there are another 5 teams.
I mean,
lost night,
there's people here calling me reactionary. If you think that over a sustained period is reactionary, you're fucking wrong. I'm saying I'm giving a reaction to this result off the back of several other results. I'm looking at Bournemouth. I'm looking at City. I'm looking at this game. I'm looking at what other ones we had where we were
Southampton,
Palace. Southampton. You had Southampton. I've had Palace. Even though we won those, but it wasn't the most convincing. I'm looking at Arsenal. I'm looking away. I'm Arsenal away. I'm looking at Tottenham away. I'm looking at the games coming up with Liverpool away, Man United away, Spurs as well. Arsenal in the cup, City in the cup.
You mentioning somebody.
Call me reactionary. Go on, keep doing it. You're fucking wrong.
You mentioning some of these matches give me fucking PTSD, man.
No, but this is it.
There's something I realised today as well, and people bring up the thing at the start of the league, the unbeaten run.
Yeah,
I seem to remember that Newcastle game. We only just won that 2-1. Was that the second or third game of the season?
It was. No, but
that's if we look at that game, they stuck 10 men behind the ball, same as what Southampton did, Palace did, Bournemouth did in the cup. What other teams have done, and we only just beat them 2-1. So even at the start of the season, to an extent, we got found out. It's just because we won, and then we won on that great run. It's not quite been focused on. Now I'm seeing that. It's exactly the same as what teams are doing now. It's just we got through it because of a new system we were playing and no one had any idea how to combat it.
I wouldn't even say it was a new system. It's a dumbed down version of Pep. That's my opinion anyway. Look, like I said, obviously I want us to succeed, but we really have to look at our options here. Like I said, there's no point fitting square pegs into round holes. When Pep came in, City were already playing a possession-style base of football because they were getting ready for him. There's elements where the club has to change, switch around. Look, again, not being reactionary. This is me looking at this and going, look, this is the nature of the beast right now. I understand people saying they want to see Sarri succeed and everything, and obviously I do as well. I want to see a system develop and do well. But right now, the way that Chelsea is run, he's not going to get 5 million players, is he? He's not going to get these options. What he should be doing is after that game, even if it wasn't true, this 3-3, which was really a 40-minute game split across with 3 breaks. The fact it was 3-3 between the academy and the first team, and it wasn't the first. Obviously, it wasn't the first 11. Those players that didn't play for City, play at City. Look, these are still quality players.
Quite a few players that played tonight.
Exactly. Look, go elsewhere. Figure something else out. We have to do it. We have to. I mean, am I going nuts? Am I saying anything stupid here?
Don't think you are, no.
It's adapt. Oh, should we just get it printed on a T-shirt? Just wear it to every game. Look, adapt or die. It's called Darwinism. Look it up. I wouldn't say sorry balls bollocks, but it's kind of a case of we're not going to see it in its full flight. I don't think we ever will.
We probably won't even see even a segment of sorry ball.
No, but no, look, like I said, I'd love to see it work, but the problem is that the club won't back it.
Oh yeah,
They won't.
exactly.
That's it. That's how it is. But I mean, I've said my piece, lads. You got anything else you want to add?
You go.
So what's all our thoughts then on this whole Alonso being rested situation?
Bollocks.
Yeah, you think he's
bollocks?
You think
Look who played tonight.
The fact that hang on, it was Jorginho that came off, wasn't it? The fact that Jorginho played the whole game against City.
Yeah.
Played at least 60 minutes tonight.
Dave
played the whole of City and the whole of tonight. Same with Luis.
Pedro.
Kepa. I know Kepa doesn't really need the rest, but still you could take him out for his own mental.
Yeah.
Like give him a rest.
Pedro.
Yeah, it's like
Barkley. It's like
I know people are trying to bring up last year when Alonso was getting burnt out pretty much, but it's not.
It's no different this season.
Yeah, it's
not getting a rest.
I don't. This Alonso situation, it isn't like last season when he was getting burnt out. It's clear. It's quite evident that it dropped because of what's been going on.
That's the biggest thing for me in terms of this. I want honesty, not necessarily from the board, just from Sarri.
Yeah,
because as I said towards the start, you can quite clearly see he's willing to be honest about the players, about the board, or some players at board.
Yeah.
I want to see honesty in terms of the Hudson-Odoi situation. Just if he's being punished, say it. Otherwise, the speculation is still going to go around anyway.
We need transparency.
Exactly.
It's much transparency. It's much better than having speculation.
If he's not playing because he doesn't fit your system, say so. If he's not playing, whatever, just say it. The same with Alonso. If he's not playing because of the poor result, say so.
Yeah. Say it in a respectful manner.
But yeah,
everyone team players are snowflakes now. If someone said that, their agent would kick off.
Yeah, probably actually.
That's the nature of the beast.
It's just sort of situation. It's just a whole nightmare.
You just need someone who's going to step up.
It's
and say, this is how it's going to be.
It's like every time we think, let's forget about this. I mean, let's solve this problem. 2 more come up. It's just getting very tiring right now.
I just don't anymore. But I mean, yeah, I think we'll. Should we knock on the head there? We're going for. We'll do a separate video. That'll be out tomorrow morning and Twitter actually be out in the evening. But yeah, listen, guys, thank you very much for watching. Take care. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we will see you later. Ta-ra.